Hey everybody, it's Blake. Welcome to Vlogtober day number 8. If you watched yesterday's vlog, then you would know that I fell asleep last night and continued that one on to today, which is why I look the exact same as yesterday's vlog. So don't worry about that. Anyways, long story short, we're on day 8 now, so whole new day, kind of. Anyways, I'm getting ready to do some baking and make some tea and have a little sit down and do a tea talk with you guys. Go over some really cool Halloween facts and some Halloween history, so let's get ready for that then, shall we? So here's the tea that I'm making. It's from a place up here in Canada. I'm not sure if they have it in the States. From David's Tea. This is the amazing pumpkin chai. It's a black tea and it says, "This autumn treat has it all. Cinnamon, cloves, and cardamom, plus the sweetness of caramel and pumpkin candy." There's the ingredients, the steep time, how much you're supposed to use per cup, and that's what it looks like inside there. So there's some amazing, cute little delicious pumpkin candies, and then I have this cool contraption called the steeper, which is actually from David's Teas. You put your tea into this thing, pour the water in, so I'll go ahead and pour some water on there right now. You guys can watch how it goes. And then you let this sit for, how long does this say? 4 to 6 minutes. And then when it's done steeping, so it just sits in that water there, when it's done steeping, you put it on top of your cup, and there's a little, like, I don't know what it is, but it's a little thing that you put on top of your cup, and then the tea pours out, I guess, I don't know, from the thing on the bottom. I don't know if I can show it to you guys. Can you see that? Wow, such a cool action shot. Yeah, so that's what happens. I'll show you anyways how that goes on later. And then these are the cookies that I'm getting ready to bake. So excited. I got some Pillsbury ones if you watched in my impromptu grocery haul that I bought some stuff last night. I got some spooky cat cookies and some pumpkin cookies. And these are the best cookies around for Halloween. So let's get ready to bake those things and we'll get right into the tea talk. So the cookies are placed on the cookie sheet and they are ready to go in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. And don't they look just like the picture? Yeah, they look so similar, it's creepy. My tea is ready, so I'll show you guys what I meant before. So there it is, all nice and brewed. You can see the color and the loose leaf tea grounds in there. And then you just put this on top of here. I don't know if you can hear it, but you just put that on there and it comes out like that. And it's amazing. Now, this is from David's Tea, as I said before, and I'm not sure if they have it in America, but they have it up here in Canada, and it is delicious. It's probably my favorite tea around. So it's kind of expensive, but it's totally worth it. Like, you can choose how much you want of it. So I got 128 grams in this thing, and if you get over 100 grams, I think you get a free tin, or you can buy other ones. So I have this cool mint-colored one that I got one time with the cocoa mint cream last year, and it's delicious. So you choose however much you want. You can get enough for like an individual cup. You can get enough for, I don't know, 128 grams, I don't know how many cups, this is gonna be a lot. And it all goes depending on like the weight of the things. So every tea is a different price depending on the weight. So I got 128 grams of this, and this was like 19 bucks, I think. And you can buy like pre-packaged boxes, different gift sets and stuff, but I usually just choose to get mine in the tins or in the bags, like some of those ones. And it is delicious. So if you know of a David's Tea around you or a similar tea place that sells loose leaf tea, definitely go check it out because it's so amazing. They're all like organic and delicious, and it's just the best. And this pumpkin chai one is absolutely amazing for fall, and the pumpkin candies are just delicious, and you can't go wrong with a nice pumpkin tea. So I found a clear cup that I can put this in to show you guys, and it's actually recommended that if you do brew your tea and you brew a lot of it, to put it in another container or something like that after the brew time is finished, because if you leave it in there too long, it can actually make the tea taste bad. Because like the time that it shows is how long it's supposed to be brewed for to make the perfect cup of tea. And if you let it sit for too long, it can get really strong. So I'm just gonna put it in this cup and then put it in the fridge. But that's what happens. So you just stick it on there and it just pours out like that. And then there's the tea, and you can just throw that in the garbage after. I don't know if you can reuse the grounds because I think all the flavor is gone depending on how long you brewed your cup of tea for anyways. So I usually just dump mine out after, throw it in the garbage. But there's the tea, delicious. The cookies are done, yay. Okay, so I've got my cookies, I've got my pumpkin chai tea, and now I'm ready to have a little tea talk with you guys. Now I'm gonna be going over some cool Halloween facts and some Halloween history, or just some other cool facts that are in these couple books that I have. There's this one called The Very Scary Almanac, which is actually a book that I've been reading like every single year, continuously throughout the year, since I was in elementary school. So probably since I was in like grade 2 or 3, this book used to be in my library in the school, and I became so obsessed with it. I used to take it out every month, and you can only have books for like 3 weeks or whatever, so I'd keep renewing it and keep renewing it. So then a few years ago, I actually went on eBay and found a copy and bought this. So happy to have this back here in my possession. Such a great book. It's from 1993, so it's actually the year that I was born, so it's 20 years old. And it's just a really great book. It's by Eric Elfman, and it has a whole bunch of facts, a whole bunch of history, just a whole bunch of like awesome, cool stuff. It says, featuring frightening facts about vampires, werewolves, zombies, leeches, rats, Lizzie Borden, Friday the 13th, the Loch Ness Monster, Edgar Allan Poe, the Bermuda Triangle, Ouija boards, morticians, poltergeists, cannibals, Bigfoot, grave robbers, Jack the Ripper, horror movies, ad nauseum. I have no idea what that is, but there's a whole bunch of other stuff in here too. So there's this one that I'm going to go over, and then also this one I got last year. It's National Geographic Kids Halloween Book of Fun, and this was just like a book that had a whole bunch of interesting facts and stuff in it. It was like $6, so I figured why not pick this up. So I'll go over the few things that I have tabbed in this book here. The first thing that I'm going to share with you guys is that it is bad luck to eat blackberries on Halloween. I never knew that. I'm not really a fan of blackberries anyways, unless they're like blackberry jam or something else, but I'll never just like eat a blackberry. But just make sure that you never eat them on Halloween, okay? Countess Elizabeth Bathory, who was alive from 1560 to 1614, she was afraid of growing old. Countess Bathory of Hungary became convinced that if she bathed in the blood of young girls, she could stay young forever. For 10 years, she drained the blood of imprisoned girls so that she could take blood baths in a huge iron vat. After one intended victim escaped, the King of Hungary ordered his soldiers to storm her castle. They found the bodies of several girls who had been drained of their blood, along with others who were barely alive but whose bodies had been punctured. Soldiers bricked up the Countess inside of her room with only a small opening through which she was given food. There she remained for the rest of her days. And there's just this little picture here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but just a woman bathing in some girl's blood, you know, it's really cool. Then there's Lizzie Borden, who was alive from 1860 to 1927. It says, on August 4th, 1892, Lizzie Borden's father and stepmother were murdered by an axe-wielding killer. Lizzie was arrested and put on trial. She was found not guilty, but many people continued to believe that she committed the crimes because of the compelling evidence against her and because she made conflicting statements under oath. Books are still written about her to this day, 2 in 1992 alone, which is obviously around this time when the book was written. One trying to prove her guilt, and the other trying to show her innocence. A rhyme was even written about her, which, by the way, is not at all true. Her father was whacked only 11 times, and her stepmother was only whacked 21 times. And the little rhyme is, Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her father 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her mother 41. So it's pretty gruesome, but it's interesting. And then I have these phobias here that I'm just going to share a couple of them with you guys. It says, if you are afraid of beards, then you have pogonophobia. If you are afraid of being happy, then you have cherophobia. If you are afraid of cemeteries, then you have coimometrophobia. I have no idea how to read these things. If you're afraid of clothes, then you have vestiphobia. Who would be afraid of clothes? That's ridiculous. If you're afraid of dinner conversation, then you have dapnophobia. Dipnophobia? I have no idea. If you are afraid of dolls, especially of dolls staring at you, then you have pediophobia. If you're afraid of mirrors, then you have catoptrophobia. I have no idea. If you're afraid of spiders, you have arachnophobia. Well, that's a real original one. If you're afraid of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth, I'm totally going to butcher this, you have arachibutyrophobia. Ooh, sounds awful. So there's that book. You can probably look for it on eBay. They obviously do not sell it in stores. I've looked for it before in stores and I can never find it. But I'm sure they have some copies on eBay. This one was like $8 when I bought it a couple years ago. So maybe they still have it. If you're interested in cool facts like that and just reading about history and a bunch of things like that, pick it up. It's called The Very Scary Almanac, and it is a really great book. And then I have this one here, the National Geographic Halloween Book of Fun, with just some cool history in here and some facts. So here is 7 Halloween facts to howl about. Fact number 1, vampire bats don't actually suck blood, they lap it up with their tongues. Interesting. Fact number 2, more than 35 million pounds of candy corn is produced each year in the US. That's the weight of 101 jumbo jets, and that's just in the States. So, I mean, imagine how much they make up here in Canada, too. If they do make it up here in Canada, I don't know. Number 3, pumpkins and witches are the most popular Halloween costumes for pets. Fact number 4, the word pumpkin comes from the ancient Greek word pepon, meaning ripe melon. I don't know if I said that right. Fact number 5, competitors race coffins down the main street of a Colorado town every October. That'll be really fun. If you're inside of them, I don't know if it's fun. If you're inside it, that's kind of scary, but I mean, if you're just racing a coffin, then that should be fine. Fact number 6. Nearly half of Americans say that they believe in ghosts, according to a CBS News poll. Fact number 7. Diners eat surrounded by 22 occupied graves at a restaurant in India. I don't know if I would be able to do that. It sounds pretty scary. Then there's 7 icky facts that will give you the creeps. Fact number 1. The corpse flower grows up to 12 feet tall and smells like rotting meat. Ugh. Fact number 2. A coffin was once designed to look like a lobster. I don't know why you'd ever want that. Fact number 3. A man sculpted a statue of himself using his own hair, teeth, and nails. That's disgusting. Fact number 4. In ancient Egypt, mummies' brains were removed through the nose. That's like basic knowledge. Fact number 5. Mike the Chicken set a world record by living for 18 months without a head from 1945 to 1947. Interesting. Fact number 6. Phasmophobia is the fear of ghosts. Fact number 7. Cat urine can glow under a black light. Interesting. How did they find that out? So there we go. There's some cool, interesting facts about Halloween and some other spooky stuff. I know that you can buy the Halloween Book of Fun in stores now because this one just came out last year. However, the Very Scary Almanac is not available for purchase in stores anymore because I always used to try and find it whenever I went to a bookstore anywhere. But because it came out 20 years ago, they're not making any new copies. But I found my copy on eBay a few years ago, so I'm sure you can go look on there and try and find the copy. Mine was like $8 when I bought it on there, so I know I was super happy about that. So definitely go try and find these books in stores if you're interested in cool, spooky facts and other fun things like that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tea talk. It was really nice to just sit down and relax with you guys, you know? Let me know what you guys want to see in these vlogs, because I put something in the description the other day about asking you guys what you wanted to see, and nobody responded, but I'm kind of like struggling trying to find out what to include in these vlogs, because I have some super exciting stuff planned for later on in October, but the first couple weeks here, it's kind of hard to find things to do because nothing's really open yet, so I have some super fun stuff planned for the last couple weeks of October, but for these first couple weeks, it's going to be difficult to find things to talk about or to do. So let me know what you guys want to see, and hopefully I can do my best to accommodate to those things. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe for a new vlog every single day in October for VlogTober. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon!